On the 20th episode of the HatTrick Sports Podcast, we are going to talk about some NFL news. We're going to do our NFL pick'ems. We're going to talk about NBA season and their in-season tournament. We are going to be choosing an All-MLB team while choosing our favorite moment from the 2024 MLB season. Going to be talking about some NCAA football, including the Michigan scandal. And then we're going to do MLS Playoffs, and then we're going to end it off with some Hall of Fame. Yay or nay? Roll it.
It's the podcast of all time.
So you guys want to talk about that? Introducing your hosts, Isaiah
and Micah, bringing you a special guest every episode.
We are the HatTrick Sports Podcast. All right. You guys ready to get started?
We're ready.
I'm ready whenever you are.
We are special guest stars today.
All right, so
Yes.
this week it's not just a hat trick. We have a fourth goal, I think. So
Hey, cheers. Yeah,
Cheers.
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 Hey, man.
Hey, 20th episode.
Hey, man. There you
20th
go.
episode.
20th episode. I like it.
We brought these two special
Yeah.
guests, Zach and Alan. You guys want to tell the viewers about yourselves?
I do. First, I want to say, Joe Rogan, be ready. We're coming for you. 20 episodes in, we're there.
Yeah, there you go.
We're there.
I
We're
would
gonna make this
say,
happen.
I would say, out of the group, we are more of the soccer or the European football guys, or
Some of us.
Yeah, some of us, and basically the NFL guys.
Yeah.
He's
I'll
more
handle
of a
some baseball.
guy.
Yeah, some baseball. with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should be fun.
All right, so what do you guys want to go into first?
Well, first of all, I'm Alan,
Oh,
Big Al.
Big Al.
I'm Zach. We're like 10 houses down. It's a long walking distance, you know.
It's a long walk.
We need a golf cart. For
We need
this
a golf
house.
cart.
Yeah,
It's 10
it's
houses.
tough.
If you guys are
tiring.
willing to give us a golf cart, we will sponsor you. We will announce it.
Yes, we will.
All right?
Yes,
Is that
golf
there
cart
you
would be
go.
epic.
They give us a golf cart.
It's South Florida. It's like 9,000 degrees out
It's
right
hot.
now.
Yeah, man. It's
Right?
too hot to walk.
Yeah, it's hot.
All right, so I think most of us are into baseball. So we're going to go into baseball. Zach, you want to tell them your
All
thoughts about
right,
baseball?
so here's my thought about baseball. I think baseball is not a sport. Okay? Okay, bring it down.
Wow.
This was not part of the plan.
We're trying to get people to smash the button. Smash that like button, by the way.
Okay, look.
Whoa, what?
I think I've maybe seen 10 baseball games in my entire life. I think I've seen more underwater basket weaving than I have seen baseball. Or the underwater torpedo league as well.
Underrated
That's a
league.
thing.
Yeah,
It's great. It's great.
good league.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if these guys came up with it, but we're going to start off with an all-MLB team. As we are filming this, the Colts are playing the Patriots.
Colts fans are livid right now.
And we have Colts and Patriots fan behind the camera.
Oh, good Lord.
So,
I feel bad for both of you.
Yikes.
so let's just start it off here. Who do you think the best pitcher in the league was this year?
Garrett Cole. In my opinion, I think it's Garrett Cole. I don't think it's close.
So, who do you guys think?
Before the injury, what was Shohei Ohtani's stats?
All
I
right,
mean,
but so this is an
pretty
all
lights
MLB.
out.
So if you use Shohei here, you can't use him in the DH. So do you think he was a better pitcher or DH?
Wow. I mean, the mere fact that we have to argue whether he was a better pitcher or a DH. Look, as a Dodger fan, and that's the next team he's going to.
He is a Dodgers fan.
Yeah, I will have to say I thought pitching, he threw pitches that I've never seen.
All right.
Never seen
So
on TV.
you think so pitching
As a
you?
pitcher.
Baseball.
Yeah. So
Let's go with DeGrom. Yeah, over there in Texas. You know, I heard they won
They
a
love
ring.
you in Texas.
Hey, they won a ring somehow.
Yeah.
Micah, who did you have for your pitcher?
I picked
Cole.
Garrett Cole.
I also picked Garrett Cole for
Yeah.
my pitcher. All right, let's go on to number 2, catcher. Micah, who was your catcher?
I so hate to say this because I hate the Dodgers so much. But
Wow.
I'm taking Will Smith.
That's shocking. All right, who
I'm
do you guys
taking-
think the best catcher was this season?
That's a good argument. I do like
Yeah.
Will Smith.
He still looks
that's
like he's
tough.
20.
Who's the Rangers catcher? Because
Jonah Heim.
Yeah, I would have to say him because he helped that pitching staff.
Yeah, he
all
did.
season.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna. You always it's always an easy pick when you pick a World
yeah.
Series winner.
All right, Zach.
See, I tried telling you. Are we going back to back?
Yeah, let's go.
Rangers.
Yeah.
All right, there
Yeah.
you go. Back to back Rangers.
All right, I'm going with Rutschman. Adley Rutschman.
Adley. All right.
I think he was a great catcher. I don't know. Very underrated guy when he first came in.
I think next season he'll definitely be the best, but this season he just hasn't really played enough yet.
Yeah, I see that. And for first baseman, I picked Freddie Freeman. I think Freddie Freeman was the best first baseman in the league this season. He was top 4 in MVP along with Matt Olson.
That's who I'm picking.
Yeah.
So I'm picking Matt Olson.
100%.
It was between him and Matt Olson, I think, for the
Yeah.
best first baseman. I picked Freddie. Mikey, you
picked
picked
Matt
Olson. Who'd you pick, Alan, Zach?
Freddie.
As
100%,
a
yeah.
Dodger fan, I feel like you would have to go with Freddie.
You have to.
It's
You
California
got
love.
to.
That guy, and to think I laughed when we got him. I was like, who is this guy? And, well,
Yeah.
3 years later.
Yeah, because
now
you
we
know what it is though. Because me and you are thinking about soccer age. Baseball age is different.
Baseball,
you know?
you can play. You can play
Right.
late.
In mid 30s, you're
Yeah.
ancient in soccer
And football.
and football too.
Football.
I have, for second baseman, I have Luis Arias. I think he was the best second baseman.
Yeah.
It's close. I was going to go Arias, but then watching Altuve in the playoffs, seeing what Altuve was doing in just those clutch situations, I'm going Altuve.
I think
See-
how's Altuve still alive? I don't understand. Like,
Because I don't know.
He's juicing.
What he can
Come on now. He's like.
Let's get it started.
All right,
we go
hold
there.
on. Hold on.
my
I
God.
like orange juice,
He's
so I'm also going
Look,
Altuve.
Hold on. He's
Oh,
like,
you're going Altuve too, Al?
I am.
He's
Yes.
like
Yes.
4'11". He's
Thank
juicing.
you. I was just gonna say.
His bat it needs to be tested.
And that is the
Something's
reason.
wrong with his
Well,
bat.
something needs to be tested.
Right,
I'm
right.
4'11",
It
and
ain't-
he's launching 800-foot
and
phone
that fake,
runs.
that
I'll
fake
never get it.
tattoo.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
yeah.
Is he got a
Unbelievable.
fake tattoo?
oh,
It washes off. You
It
gotta put it on.
washes
I'm,
off.
I'm
Pregame?
telling you.
Does your
Unbelievable.
team actually wear fake tattoos?
Maybe.
Man,
once a cheater, always a
man,
cheater. That's what I'm
gonna
gonna say
get a
about
Paw
that.
Patrol. That's what I'm gonna get. Big old Paw Patrol on my arm.
What?
Yeah.
I'm just glad Alan took Altuve. That's
Yeah.
No.
And you know what, Altuve or Paw Patrol? I like Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol's all right. All
All
right.
right, let's go. All right.
You want to get the police
welcome.
dog?
Hey, look,
I'll get
we need
something
the young
else.
kids to smash that like button.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So-
my bad.
For third baseman, I have Nolan Arenado. I don't know how he doesn't win Gold Glove every year.
Third base. I took Austin Riley.
Yeah, that's probably a good one. Do you guys think of any third basemen?
You know, I didn't follow third base.
Yeah, it's an underrated position.
Max
It really is.
Munchie
Well,
is my
I mean-
third baseman. What a stud. Man, oh my God.
He would be-
Unbelievable.
He would be better as the DH. I'm being
Oh,
Yeah, look. He was definitely launching some balls this year, but I could jump on board. with
Yeah,
that.
Max Munchie.
Munchie is it. That's it.
Munchie for Gold Glove.
the 8-6 floaty on a dash.
Munchie hits it far. That's
man.
what my shirt says.
And he might eat you too. I mean, you just never know with that
Munchie,
dude.
man. That
Are you going
guy's-
to take Kyle Schwarber for the outfield then?
Yeah.
So
My outfield's funky, man.
Yeah, there's a Betts character out there that I do like. So
And he's
Oh
short
my God.
too.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
he's
he's
good.
So that's the argument for Altuve. Mookie Betts can do the same thing. So
for shortstop, I have Corey Seager. Underrated, very underrated this
Yeah.
season. I think in the postseason he finally got the recognition he deserved. But I think throughout the season he was very underrated.
I picked him too.
100% Corey Seager.
I'm gonna
As a
go.
former Dodger fan.
I'm gonna be the odd one out again. It's got to be Sexy Trey.
Oh my
Trey Turner.
my God, the guy got booed.
Look, no,
He got
because hear me
booed.
out. You put up Sexy Trey against Tyreek Hill, and I bet you he beats him.
I mean-
he's fast, man. That guy can.
The
He's talking about
Sexy
Trey
Trey is
Turner.
no longer Sexy Trey.
Bro,
And he plays
look,
for what is a Brown? What is a Philly?
What?
Yeah, what is a
What is a Philly?
Bro, but he was a Dodger still.
Yeah, he was
Come
a-
on,
he's
now.
always
and
gonna
he
be a
was,
Dodger.
and he was good.
Yeah, Sexy
So
Trey.
Zach's celebrity crush is Trey
Sexy
Turner.
Trey.
Oh, Trey Turner,
Trey
unbelievable,
Turner all the
man.
way. The
What-
guy's incredible.
He's great. He's
on the
great.
basis,
You know,
on the
you
basis.
can never go wrong with him.
Yeah.
So, for left field, I have Juan Soto. As much as I hate him,
I also take Juan Soto.
so left field is left field.
I think
It
it's
is.
also another underrated position.
I think Soto going to that team in Southern California.
Not the Dodgers.
Not the Dodgers. The arch enemy of the Dodgers. One of them.
Team that will not be spoken on this
Yeah,
podcast.
I mean, who knows? Soto may be a
Oh,
Dodger.
the Padres?
I'm gonna be
that
careful.
team.
I don't
That team,
wanna-
the Padres.
The UPS
Soto
drivers.
fans.
Yeah, yeah.
the UPS
Yeah.
drivers.
Yeah,
the
UPS drivers.
Yeah.
All right. In center, I have Acuna.
I have Mike Trout.
Yeah.
I'm still going Mike Trout.
You still like Mike Trout? Both of those are really good
Yeah.
arguments.
I think
I'm gonna be
Acuna
honest.
offensively needs to be in there somewhere, and there's just no spot in there for Acuna to be, so I had to put him in.
I think Acuna was mostly right field though.
Yeah, but and I'll talk about right field next. But
Yeah.
So who do you guys think Acuna should be in center for All-MLB team?
For this year. Where did Mookie play more right?
Mookie
than
played
center?
right.
He played
Mookie-
right
yeah,
this year.
he
correct?
played right
Yeah,
field.
So that's gonna be my right. Center field. Both of those are great. I can't argue against those. So Yeah, I'd agree with you.
I'm gonna throw up a flex.
Okay.
Because I don't
Let's hear
know.
the flex.
I don't know a damn thing about baseball. All right. I'm gonna put Aaron Judge at center field, so my
Okay.
right fielder has some room. You're damn right.
God dang, man, he's epic out there. Aaron Judge, man.
I guess so.
And,
Long legs.
In right field, I have Mookie Betts.
Yeah, 100%.
I have Acuna.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Mookie's gonna be Mookie's gonna be my backup second baseman.
As the Astro fan over here, of course you would. You know.
Acuna's gonna win MVP.
And then for DH, I have the greatest baseball player of all time, Shohei Ohtani.
Okay, I picked him as a pitcher, but
Yeah, he did use him as a pitcher.
when you can hit the International Space Station with a home run,
and throw it faster than the International Space Station.
travels. Yes.
Without even trying.
Yeah, and that guy's amazing. Absolutely.
When I need a home run to win the game, which is what the DH does, I'm not going to Ohtani. I'm going to Jordan.
Shocker.
Yeah, I'm going to Jordan. He played half the season and still was like second in home runs on the team.
No, I can respect that.
Is it bad
It's
that
a
I don't
tough
even know that
position.
name?
Jordan
Yeah, yeah.
Alvarez.
I don't.
Imagine though sitting the bench for the
Like,
game.
that was
and
the
then
All-Star
being-
game, like,
then
la-
being asked to come up and hit.
Two years
And
ago,
you're
the All-Star.
just sitting on the bench and hey, go grab a bat and come up and hit now.
Yeah, that's also-
always been weird
yeah.
to me, but people love it.
Yeah.
2 years ago, the All-Star for the DH was Ohtani against Jordan, and Ohtani won. But how are you gonna bench someone like Jordan?
Well,
You're not.
yeah, you're not.
You're gonna use him as your DH.
Well, no, I'm saying like you three. Like, how are you gonna bench someone who's as good as Jordan?
To be honest, like I said, I've never
Yeah.
heard that name. So
He's saying Yodan, not Yoda. by the way.
Yoda.
yeah, whatever.
Okay.
So my starting lineup is Garrett Cole, Adley Rutschman, Freddie Freeman, Luis Arias, Nolan Arenado, Corey Seager, Juan Soto, Ronald Acuna Jr., Mookie Betts, and DHing Shohei Ohtani. Michael, what was yours?
That's a solid team.
Yeah, I got.
I didn't write mine down.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Will Smith, Garrett Cole, Matt Olson, Jose Altuve, Corey Seager, Austin Riley, Juan Soto, Mike Trout, and Mookie Betts. Mookie
Right.
Betts on
Another
Jordan.
solid team.
And then
Yeah.
these two didn't write it down, which is fine.
Yeah,
Go
but
back,
we kind of
clip
went
it back.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right, so the next thing in MLB is obviously the season just ended, so I thought it would be cool to ask these guys what their favorite moment was. So I put a list down of some of my favorite moments, and then just picked one after that. But Ronald Acuna creating the 40-70 club was unbelievable. I know it's because of the rule changes and everything, but again,
Yeah.
50 years ago, nobody thought that would even be possible.
And somebody did it.
Yep, Ellie De La Cruz hits for the cycle in his 15th ever game in the MLB. People go careers without doing that. Ramirez versus Anderson, the fight of the year. Joe Rogan, we were just talking about you. You need to get these guys in like the UFC.
The Octagon.
The Vladimir Guerrero's obviously the first father and son duo in the home run derby.
Yep.
Domingo Germán in his 24th perfect game. The A's organized boycott. We have a beverage run in right now.
You're darn right.
It
Sorry,
is
beer break,
currently
guys.
10:55 a.m.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
though, man.
It's
We're
5
real
o'clock
close to the
Hey,
Bahamas,
cheers
by the
o'clock.
way.
Yeah, there you go.
When football's on, it's okay.
I have Bryce Harper's Tommy John recovery is the fastest by I think anybody.
Well, that's because it's mostly pitchers.
Yep. The Rays starting the season off 13-0,
Yeah.
and then
Good for the Rays.
good for the Rays in
Yeah.
the regular season.
Ended up being nothing, but
And
it
yeah,
was-
Judge starts his season after last season with a home run.
Yeah.
And then in the World Baseball Classic, Ohtani versus Trout in the last game of the World Baseball Classic.
Last at bat.
Last out, that last out of the game.
Yeah.
Against
Last
two
out
of
of
the
the WBC.
greatest players in our generation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I got one.
Okay.
And this is saying a lot because I don't watch baseball
good lord.
here.
The one game you watched.
The one game I watched.
Yeah,
And of course it's my crush. I'm gonna say Trey Turner hitting that grand slam for Team USA.
Okay. That's actually.
I'm gonna say that's a-
okay. I'll take that. That's a great example. Mine.
MVP of that tournament. By the way.
I had. A
He was
couple.
great.
Yeah.
The home run derby, Vladimir Guerrero.
Yeah.
I thought that was a classy
That was
move. That was pretty cool. The other ones, I don't have specific dates, but I do remember of the whole Major League Baseball season, everybody talking about Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
And some of the pitches, when you're pitching and they're taking some of your pitches and it's making ESPN and YouTube and all that. Look what Shohei Ohtani did here. He just bounced one off of the building, it's 800 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some of those moonshots that he had in his pitching Again, I think.
So just Shohei as a player this season?
Shohei as a player in this
Right.
season. It's a shame it ended the way it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll return with the Dodgers next season. Don't worry.
You damn right.
Amen.
Micah, what was your favorite moment?
I don't know how you don't go to the perfect game.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
No,
it's
that's
by,
a
I know it's
valid
by
point.
like a pretty much nobody. I mean, Domingo Germán wasn't that good, but still.
all right. I have the Ohtani versus Trout. I remember watching that. It was on that
That's
TV right
classic.
there.
Baseball classic.
That TV right there. I remember
Yeah.
watching it, and just the scene of the side by side of Ohtani and Trout on different teams, and the joke of like, oh, imagine if these two were on the same team, and then obviously the Angels and what the Angels have
Well,
done.
now
in
they
the
have
last-
Ron Washington.
So yeah, that's a nice segue, Micah.
Oh.
So now that we're done with that, Micah, you want to talk about Ron Washington?
Yeah. So Ron Washington, he's coached for the Rangers for a while. Hasn't coached really in a while though. Yeah. So he has 2 AL pennants. He's 664 to 611. So that's not. I mean, that's good, but I don't think it's going to solve the Angels' problems.
No.
Especially getting rid of Shohei, probably getting rid of Trout soon. I don't think it's going to help.
Will they get a compensatory pick or draft pick?
If they try and get Ohtani.
Yeah.
So that's not as much as what they could have gotten if they traded him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was stupid as an
That
organization
was-
for them to not trade him.
I think that the Browns of the MLB, like they can make.
What is a brown?
What is a Brown?
Yeah.
That
World
is a
may
good
never know.
question.
We'll never know. It's an elf, I think. But
But I
Kinda.
heard it was a dog or something.
No,
I don't know.
yeah,
Or a
it's-
helmet, orange. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, Ron Washington's gonna be the head coach for the Angels.
great move. I think it's a good
Yeah,
move.
Yeah.
They needed a new manager.
Fact check though, the Angels have never won a World Series without a former Dodger at the helm. Just saying.
I don't know if I can look that up. I don't know if anything.
What do we look up?
I think that's true.
That's a fact.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
How many have they won? Did they win one?
I think they've won.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, one.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Mike Scioscia.
Yeah.
Mike Scioscia at the helm, who was a former Dodger.
Correct.
That was one heck of a catcher.
So I mean, that's just.
Yeah.
So LA to LA.
So I mean, look, I unless you have a Dodger at the helm, I don't think they're going to win it. But if they sign Ohtani again,
Noah
that changes
Syndergaard.
everything.
I just think any team over there, they should just nuke the franchise and give them all the Dodgers.
Jeez, you're going.
You know, I'm telling you, take the Dodgers.
is that down yet?
Right? Just take the Dodgers and you just add all the other teams over there in California and give them to the Dodgers and we call it a day.
Well, yeah.
Just the
I mean,
California
just combine
team.
Right,
the
there
team
you go.
from California.
And you have the
I like that.
Dodger
Who do you put
logo.
on that team?
The
Good
Dodgers.
Lord. No, I mean players. I meant players. What players make the all California team of the?
Okay, but besides Ohtani and Trout,
You want me to
nobody
name
else.
it? You ready? Watch this. You ready?
What?
I got this. As a non-baseball
Yep.
fan.
Let's go, Zach.
I could do this.
All right.
All right. Catcher is going to be Will Smith.
Okay.
Correct.
I think that's pretty good. First baseman's Freddie Freeman.
So it's
Yeah.
another Dodger.
Dodgers, why not?
Dodger.
Yep.
All California team.
All California team here. I'm going to say center field would probably be Mike Trout.
Okay.
Yeah. And like,
Right. Yeah.
Mookie Betts and
right field,
No doubt.
Mookie. I'm going to say left field would be
Soto.
Soto.
Yeah.
Yep. And then third base is Manny Machado. As much as I hate him,
Yeah.
I think
The guy that doesn't run.
Yeah.
But I
Wait,
don't.
so is
Sorry,
Manny
Machado
Machado
fans.
better than Munchie? I thought Munchie was on their
No,
All-MLB team.
Munchie's gonna go to second base because Munchie's an
Oh my
all-star.
God.
Bro, he is. I want a shirt of it just his
Now
face.
playing second base.
Dude,
Max
Max Munchie is great. Come on now, he can play whatever. Throw him at pitcher. I bet you he can do it.
Muncie is not.
I like Munchie.
Ha-Seong Kim is better than Muncie.
Well,
Whoa, yeah,
Hey,
whoa,
but
whoa, whoa.
here's a fact, though, man. That's one heck of a California team.
Yeah.
we just
Yeah.
got one
I
team.
I mean, you also have like
California
a
has
quarter
the
of the
best
league,
team.
maybe.
Yeah.
I think the
That's it.
state of California has the best players.
And we also have $1 billion team.
No,
At that point.
I'd say Texas.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd say Texas. So. With
Would you
Houston
rather
and
have
Texas.
avocado toast or what do they have in Texas? Like food?
Curry Season?
Well, they have Texas
like
toast.
Bro,
food.
they-
Or Texas
Texas
toast.
toast
And
or
they have-
avocado
Oh,
toast.
I
they
want
have
Texas toast.
avocado
I don't know about
toast,
you. I want Texas
Texas
toast.
steak?
No,
Hey.
no, but they got barbecue over there, man.
Yeah.
all that barbecue sounds.
Now, when you're talking
Yeah.
barbecue, don't get people riled up. You're talking about smoking meat.
Yeah,
not,
smoking.
Not
Yeah,
grilling
yeah,
meat.
yeah, not grilling
There's a
it. You're
difference,
correct,
people.
correct.
Yeah, we
So
don't wanna-
people in the comment section, vote if you would rather have all California team or all Texas team. Team avocado toast or Texas toast?
Texas
Yeah.
toast.
And for you New Yorkers, join in also. You
Or
can form an
bagel
all
toast.
New York
Bagel
team.
toast.
What about Florida? You think Florida's
No,
up there, or
no.
they not that great?
No.
Man, no.
Look, you guys
They're
talk.
like 50th. Some
Yeah.
states don't even have a
Correct.
team. They're worse
Yeah,
than that.
they're terrible.
Wyoming beat us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although the Marlins did have a decent season.
I mean, yeah, you'd have the Rays plus like Jazz.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So let's go into NBA. End season
NBA.
tournament. Nuggets are they still 8-1 or
They're 8-1. Yes.
And then
the Grizzlies are 1-8.
no 1-8 now.
1-8. They just lost to the Pacers. Jazz. Lost to the Jazz.
I think there's about 3 or 4 teams that have an equal chance of winning the ring this year, and I think it's pretty tight. I don't think it's going to be all Nuggets this year, but I do think that it's going to be a close call between probably Nuggets, Boston, Golden State's looking pretty good.
Well, I don't know because
Again, it's not always the best team that wins.
It's tough. It's
Yeah,
just it's tough to tell.
Most of the time.
Yeah,
The Nuggets.
I mean,
the-
Nuggets are the one seed.
Right.
I'm going to quote you. Just give the Nuggets the trophy now.
It's not what I said.
A golden nug? Should they make a golden nug?
Golden nug.
nug.
A
That's
golden
a thing.
chicken nugget.
Can we get our stat department on that? Do they make a golden nug?
Well, we
I
can
would-
we
I
can
would
go get
want
it.
that.
We can
Let
go
me
get
make a
a
call
McDonald's chicken nugget spray painted gold if you want.
I would go
on
into
the
debt
cheap
to buy that.
version.
Yeah, the Nuggets look unbelievable. There are a lot of teams. It's early though, so we're talking 8-1. That could backfire real quick.
Again, the race for 13 now.
Grizzlies are 1-7.
Hey,
that could
any
turn
of
around
my
real quick, too. It's early.
any of my parlay guys out there that understand this. Porter Jr. never take an assist one. He doesn't
got
pass.
3 assists in a
No,
game, though.
He does
No,
not
he
pass.
got 3 assists in a
No,
game. That's his like new high.
He probably
3
did.
assists
This
in a
is
game.
high, man. That's a
Whatever.
career high.
He got 3 assists in a game.
No.
He's averaging 2.5.
No.
That is like an all-time high for MPJ.
He's terrible. Ball hog.
All right.
Let's
so-
go past him then. But the thing
NBA.
is, are we adding the Bucks in there? Or are we not? Because Giannis, who dropped like
54.
it was
That's
54
amazing.
points,
54 points in a game.
and still lost
It really is.
because they didn't have Dame.
I have a hot take though. I have a super hot take.
Hot
about
take of the
this.
week.
I think them trading Dame to the Bucks was a bad call. I think Drew.
But you could say the same thing about Ohtani in baseball. Isn't it the same thing?
but I think Drew
Ohtani's
playing
way
for the
better than Dame
Bucks.
is-
I understand that.
I think Drew. I mean, think about it. You went to the championship with Drew and what's the other guy's name that plays with Giannis? Middleton, and they played great. I don't think Dame. I think Dame's kind of overrated at this point. I mean, because you have 2 ball hogs now on the team. It's kind of tough.
He had 3 assists.
No, MPJ's on the Nuggets.
3 assists.
the Nuggets.
Damn.
Yeah, that's like a new high. New high.
Dish the ball. Pass around.
But you understand what I'm saying, though,
Yeah, I
right?
do,
Like
I do,
I feel like Dame. I think that was just a bad trade. I really do.
Well,
Well, if they
the
don't get him,
GM
then
saw
Miami's getting
something.
him.
They saw something in the trade, but
yeah, like
what they saw,
I think
don't know
Dame
what.
was better off going to
Everybody-
Miami. To be
everybody's
honest.
Well, then the Bucks don't want to play the Heat again and now have to face Dame.
Right.
Especially after they lost Gabe Vincent. Now they got Tyler Hero.
I don't know. I think Drew was just a better overall person. He was a better defender too.
Maybe
he
trade
was great.
Middleton instead of Holiday.
Yeah,
That
maybe that too.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
just something.
We're now going to find out because the trades have already happened. And
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Michael, what's going on in the in-season tournament?
In season tournament, not much yesterday. I mean, there was a few games.
This
but
is being filmed on the 12th.
It was like 2 days
November
ago.
12th.
The games are being played. Nothing big.
Nothing big happened.
I'm not a fan. Not gonna lie.
I'm not a fan
Not a
either.
fan
Not
of
a
in-season
fan.
tournaments.
Not a fan.
Another sport that does this is soccer, and that is
Yeah.
and baseball.
It's-
You can also make a
it's
ruling for
different.
baseball.
It's
The world I get that, but here's the thing: you're paying millions of dollars to athletes to play a regular season, and
Correct.
these athletes are leaving to play either a tournament or going overseas, wherever. And they take a chance of getting injured, and we
Yeah.
saw that with Messi, right?
Yeah.
We saw that with Messi. He got
Yeah.
hurt down playing for Argentina, and Miami spent all this big money, and we can talk about that another time. I think he's an amazing. We haven't even talked about Ballon d'Or yet. The guy's
we'll-
amazing.
we'll have to talk
but
about that
point
later.
being, he went to play a World Cup game with Argentina, and something happened. We don't know what.
Yeah.
Who's being honest? But that's just you got an in tournament NBA. Somebody, it's all fun and
It's-
games until somebody gets hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they can't play their. What if Giannis gets hurt?
It's
Yeah,
Then that's what I'm saying.
Are they playoff
54
now?
points.
Yeah.
He ain't dropping that when he's hurt.
And then still losing after dropping like
Yeah, that's my
56
personal
points.
opinion. I know they're trying to bring in fans, though. That's what it's about.
But here's the thing: if you think we're bad, you should go over there to England and see what the soccer instead of
Oh, I get it. I
over
get
there
it.
in football.
It's about making sales,
yeah,
ticket
man,
sales,
it's like
and people
you don't-
love it.
You don't
I get
need you don't need 4 tournaments throughout the year.
I look at it as a coach, and I would be just livid.
Yeah, right.
And my players
right.
are going to play in something that
That's-
I need them to play and get focused on.
That's why the Prem teams over there play like they're C- teams when they.
now you're throwing all the scrubs in. Bench players.
Here's why I think the Nuggets could possibly go back. I think they have a decently really good chance to go back to back. They're 8-1, and the biggest the concern of the season was how good will the bench be? Because Bruce Brown got in free agency, went to the Pacers, and that was like a big guy. We didn't have anything now. We had like Chris Brown, and then we draft this guy, Peyton Watson, and he's averaging only 5 minutes a game, but he's averaging 5 points and 2 rebounds in only 5 minutes a game. So we are the 10th best bench in the NBA because of him, pretty much.
Yeah. Look, this is another thing that bothers me is coaches not getting depth on their benches.
Yeah, that's we don't have amazing depth. We got Julian Strother in the draft too. I mean, he's off or on. He'll either get 20 points or like 2 points.
Yeah, again, it's all fun and games until your superstars get hurt.
Yeah.
You see it across the board.
I mean, you can look at the Lakers like that too.
Yes.
I mean,
That's absolutely
the
true.
Lakers are kind of the same way.
Lakers are phenomenal until somebody gets hurt or.
Well, they spent so
They're
much
out 2
money
weeks.
on certain players, and then their bench is kind of
Well, a few years ago,
old
they had,
and
a few years ago, they had like an average of 36-year-olds.
Yeah,
on
it
it.
was
Right.
pushing 35.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
All right, is that it for NBA?
Yeah.
Is that all you got, Micah? Is that all you guys want to talk about?
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All right, let's move on to our sponsor for today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special message from our sponsor today, Gatorade, the fuel of champions. Gatorade has long been the choice of champions around the world. Whether you're a professional athlete striving for victory or just someone passionate about staying active, Gatorade has something special to offer. What sets Gatorade apart is its commitment to excellence. It's not just about hydration, it's about optimizing your performance. With a carefully crafted blend of electrolytes, carbohydrates, and essential vitamins, Gatorade keeps you at your best when you need it most. But it's not just about the science, it's also about the taste. Gatorade offers a range of delicious flavors that make staying hydrated enjoyable and refreshing. So whether you're gearing up for your next big game, hitting the gym, or just tackling your everyday challenges, remember that Gatorade is the trusted companion of champions. Don't settle for ordinary when you can have extraordinary. Choose Gatorade, the brand that's redefining the limits of performance.
And Pacers just got the ball.
Thank you, Gatorade.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Gatorade. I think these are still the two from last week. But
Also, if they could send 64 ounces next time, that would be great.
Alan wants more Gatorade.
Yeah.
That's
Different
all.
flavors.
Oh, different flavors?
Yeah.
Orange is,
good. I mean, we
uh,
could be here for another hour talking
right.
about Gatorade flavors, but,
What about that pickle one? Have you ever tried that pickle flavor?
Oh, wait, no, the cucumber one?
yeah. I
Or
think
the-
it's
or the cucumber one?
Yeah,
I've tried
it's
cucumber.
Yeah.
mint or
Cucumber.
something like that. Who comes up with that?
I've tried
man?
cucumber. It's not good, but it's not horrible.
Okay, we drifted off there.
Please
That
don't.
was-
Please don't.
Yeah, we did, we
Please
did.
don't cancel the sponsorship.
Let's not do
Yeah.
that. We love cucumber lime.
Yes.
That's
amazing.
true. Yes.
I bet you if they made a pickle one,
Yeah,
I
if you
think-
could
I
do
think
a
that would
hot
be
sauce.
Oh my god.
Gatorade hot sauce. That would be amazing.
Pickle hot sauce.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to college football. So, Mike, you watched a lot of college football yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, I watched some.
I watched
little
a
bit on that.
hair. I didn't watch
Yeah, I got
a lot of
little bit on
it.
I think the
There
big
were no big upsets, I don't think, were there?
I mean,
Not that I saw.
UCF beating Oklahoma State
So,
45 to
right,
3.
that is
Right.
the one
Right.
thing I want to talk about. So Oklahoma played Oklahoma State last week, right?
Yeah, last week.
So and they lost.
Yep.
So Oklahoma State and Oklahoma State just got murdered by UCF, correct?
Mhm.
So does that mean that Oklahoma is worse than Oklahoma State? Or
Yes.
Oklahoma is worse than UCF?
We'll look at a few weeks ago, see who won.
I think both teams are awful. Did
Yeah.
Colorado not beat up on Oklahoma a few weeks back? I believe they
No.
did they not?
Colorado hasn't played Oklahoma.
No.
Who did they? Oh,
Colorado played Arizona, and
Maybe
they
it was
lost
Arizona.
to
Okay.
chip shot.
And yeah, Arizona beat Colorado.
Yeah, Zay, go back a few weeks and see when UCF played Oklahoma and see who won.
I don't know how to do that.
I think Colorado's
It
kind
was
of
Oklahoma. It was Oklahoma by like 5 points.
I think they're an overrated team. I'm going to be honest
Oklahoma?
with you.
saw
No,
it.
Colorado.
saw the
Colorado,
Ducks
yeah.
won. Not that that's the thing.
I mean, the
Oregon,
big
go
O.
Oregon, the
Not
big O.
Yeah, the big O.
Let's go.
That wasn't surprising. Caleb Williams might not be the first overall.
Do we have any fans
I'm
from
thinking-
Oregon? And by the way, do you guys?
Oregon fans.
Oregon fans. Do we?
I don't know. Comment if you're an
the-
Oregon fan.
Yeah.
the
co-
Ducks.
Do people
Let us know.
live? Do people actually live in Oregon?
Yeah, Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You know,
What's the total population?
They do have some
Oh.
sports out there.
Yes.
Only a few.
College football.
Yes.
Yeah, they're a big soccer state out there.
Half the state is the Oregon Trail, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the big thing I want to talk about is Ohio State obviously dominating Michigan State 38-3. The line was negative 32.5. At what point do you think a line is too big no matter the matchup?
Never.
So you think if it's a all-star Little League team versus the A's, Like, do you think there's a max?
That's like two little league teams playing each other at that point. I mean, but I'm sorry, A's fans. Good Lord. I mean,
well, like, you know what I mean?
Pick the Yankees. Oh wait, that's another little league team.
No. They just play in a
Sorry,
little,
Yankees fans.
They just play in a little league stadium.
What about the UPS drivers?
Yeah,
I mean, there you go.
Look,
Little League plus 2.5.
Jeez. I don't think there's any. Yeah, you can't.
All right. What about
you? If they were going to do that, Vegas would already be doing that.
Yeah. This is what I was going to ask. What do you think Vegas is? I know it's like controlled by the population, but what do you think like is the largest amount of
DNF? They wouldn't finish half an inning.
They wouldn't finish half an inning?
If the Little League team is home, they would not finish half an inning.
Realistically, like if we're being realistic, if the A's were playing...
I am being realistic. They would not finish a half inning.
Yeah, like bring in a murder rule.
I mean,
but Vegas wouldn't do that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
The game's over. I don't know.
Man, you got toddlers playing in the dirt over there trying to get the ball. Come on now.
Building the castle at third base.
And Oregon State beating Stanford 62-17.
Yeah, that was a
So
big...
realistically, in a sport like this, the worst team versus the best team, what do you think the largest line would be?
In college football?
Yeah.
So like Ohio State playing Youngstown State?
Yeah.
Like, okay, they beat them by like 50. So.
All right,
Yeah.
no, but what do you think before that game? Like, what do you think the biggest...
Like 82, probably.
Dude, that's an interesting fact. What is the largest number?
Because
Does anybody know that? Is that a
Oregon
thing?
beat Portland State by like 82.
Because there's got to be a...
There has to be. Yeah.
half
What
point,
is that? I'm just out of curiosity. Do you guys know that? We'll have to look on the line to find that.
The biggest line that's ever been.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. What other interesting games happened? Texas barely beating TCU.
With Quinn
Right.
Ewers back, they finally get their QB back.
Our
and they only win by 3.
off-screen analysis.
Yeah, our Colts fan.
In 2012, Florida State was a 70.5 point favorite over Savannah State.
Savannah State.
Largest college football spread of all time.
Florida State,
All right,
70.
so there's my answer.
Shout out to people that went to Savannah State. You got beat badly.
So for the record, it was Florida State 70.5. Is that what? Yeah.
To Savannah
Wow.
State.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
That's like, which high school were they playing?
Savannah State. No, wait.
Jesus.
Savannah's not a state.
Savannah, the final score was 55-0.
So they didn't cover it, basically.
So
They
what's the
didn't-
largest line that has
Wow, that was
That
like,
has
was that the
covered.
coach feeling bad at that point? Like, dude.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, we have
Oh,
7
my God,
defensive
yeah.
touchdowns in this game. I don't want to even throw the ball. That's
All right.
It was 55-0 in the third quarter.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah,
Mother
that's it.
Nature stepped in and declared its own mercy rule as the game was declared final due to severe lightning in the area.
Sure.
So literally,
Sure.
God stepped in. God stepped in
I think-
and said, "Boys, this is not
You
right."
know what it was, though? Anybody taking
Good
that
Lord, go
bet-
Knowles.
Yeah, but anybody taking that bet, I bet you that was kind of...
Oh.
I knew they were upset.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
I saw this
big
thing on
mad.
TikTok. It was like over-under. The over-under was like 8 or something. And there was 6 runs. The over-under was like 7.5.
This is in baseball.
Yeah, in baseball.
So-
and they hit a walk-off grand slam, but only one guy touches home plate. So it only counts as 1 run. So it only counted as a single, which made it go to 7. So
Right.
it would have gone to 10, which would have hit the over. But since only one guy hit the plate, it went to the lower.
So Zay, to answer your question though, there's your answer. It's
Yeah.
basically 70
70.5
point
is the
point-
biggest
70.5
line
was the
that
biggest line, and it wasn't
Vegas-
even met. So
Well,
going
it-
any bigger than
probably
that
would have
might
been
be
met.
might be an issue.
All right. Let's move on to NFL. CJ Stroud had one of the best weeks in a rookie quarterback, probably in a long time. He went 30.
Ever. Really.
Yeah, 71 passing percentage with a total of 470 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a passer rating of 147.8.
I'm excited. I am excited
do
about
you
this
think
kid.
this guy has potential? Do you think this guy's the
all
next
I'm
Tom
gonna
Brady?
say is
Zach,
everyone.
I'll let you go first.
It's too early.
It is too early. I 100%
It's
agree.
too early to tell if a player's good or not based off of 8 or 9 weeks on a rookie. It's always tough to tell, especially with the QB. I think Trevor Lawrence is still playing pretty well.
He's playing okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's, Peyton Manning level yet, but
He's not playing good in fantasy.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow's great, but he makes a lot of mistakes, still. So
So I'm on the this kid is special. There's a reason they drafted him. There's a reason he's playing. He stepped it up here this last week. I know it's only 1 week, but there's some things that I'm starting to see that he's doing that is phenomenal, and I think he's going to be. I think he has a potential to be one of the next.
You guys want to know something crazy?
I know it's early, but
so
I do.
CJ Stroud threw for 470 passing yards. You want to know someone that's never done that? John Elway.
Wow,
Roger Staubach. He never did that.
those are big names.
Those are big names.
Those are big names.
Big names.
Yeah, big
that
names.
have
Also
never
Hall
done
of
that.
Famers, by the way.
Yep.
So we'll
And
throw
this
that
guy
out.
plays for the Texans.
That's
and
also
that's where I'm at.
That's also when they were like black and white and they were playing against 13-year-olds playing defense.
I think
so.
he's.
I mean, come on now. I mean,
Most controversial episode ever.
That's when the Houston Oilers were actually the Houston Oilers and played in Texas.
that's when their helmets were like 1 bar back then.
1 bar. Yeah.
All Texans fans should be thanking the Colts because
Yeah.
if they didn't beat the Colts, they probably would have taken Bryce Young.
Oh, you got a fun fact about the Colts.
Oh, what's
With
fun fact?
the
Well, with the long snapper.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Colts fans. You have the most highest paid long snapper in the game. That's hell.
What is it, like 200,000?
we don't know.
I don't know,
We
but I know
we
they
just
signed
know.
a record contract for the long snapper.
That's an important position though.
That
It
Long,
really is.
long snappers are people too.
Kickers and
Jeez.
punters are people too.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
A bad
special
snap on a
teams.
punt.
6.4 million.
6.4
That's a lot.
million for long
Wait,
snapper.
who is it?
And
Who
keep
is
this
it?
in mind, boys. Keep this in mind because
Zach, 2.5 guaranteed.
By the way, you guys know this, but Zach used to be a kicker.
Zach used to
and
be a kicker.
one of the
Kicker and punter.
And he was told by a local player who played in the NFL, Kenny Holmes. He played for defensive end for
Great
the
guy.
Titans. Great guy. Well, Zach got to meet him, and real quickly he said there are 2 positions that really make me mad on this team because I get paid a lot of money to tackle people and concuss my head and everything. He's like, one is the kicker, the other is the long snapper, because they make just as much money as me, but you can't even touch a long snapper.
Yeah.
Once the ball's
Right.
snapped, you can't physically touch them. So it's
Well,
Right.
That's what it's at. Like, if I trained every day, like, was most determined. Like, I could be an NFL kicker. I think I could be an NFL kicker if I trained from here on until I'm 20, 25.
It's tough, I tell you.
It's-
Yes, and you
it's-
could. It takes practice.
It's very tough.
You have to have a good
I-
foot.
very,
it's
very
amazing.
tough.
I think if you like Pat McAfee does this with like college, like random college people.
Yeah.
What's it?
But
33
only one
yards?
guy's made it. Only one guy's made
I
it.
know, but a lot of guys have been close and they don't even practice every day.
Correct.
Now imagine if you
Here's-
practice every day and put your life for this.
But
Like,
here's the thing about kicking that many people don't understand is
Zach was a soccer.
yeah. So I played soccer, played college soccer, played high school punter, kicker. I did a lot. And I think many people don't understand about kicking and punting is doesn't matter how long you train. It depends on turf. It depends on weather. It
There's a lot of
depends on
factors.
There's a lot going on.
No,
And
don't kickers like beat up balls?
yeah, and that's the other thing too is like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how
They don't even last a
how
season,
much
the
leg
balls.
strength you have. Like you could either shank it if you overpower it, you underpower it, you're short. Like I mean, there's probably been a few misses behind us. That's
They missed the kick.
yeah,
They just
it's,
missed the kick.
it's,
At the end
it's
of the
tough,
day,
man. It's tough.
At the end of the day, you're either the hero or the goat as a
Right.
kicker. Hero or the goat.
Right.
And that's what the position. That's what the position is. It's like, hey,
Correct.
you have to be put under this high pressured stuff with tens of thousands of fans booing you and cheering you.
Like punting's the same thing too. Like you need. You need a good punter to be pinned back inside the 20 every time, and it's like
Good punter can change a game.
right? And like
100%. I'm a big special teams guy.
yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
And I'll tell you this, though. We were just talking about 30-yard field goals. The difference between a 30-yard field goal and a 55-yard field goal is unbelievable, how far these kickers kick.
It's tough
Just throwing
because
it out.
there's a lot of people that always critique all the kickers, but then it's like, okay, you go kick a PAT, which
And
is
that's
like,
what Pat McAfee
And
does.
Right.
by the way,
Yeah.
the 4 of us are
Right.
going to go do that one day. We are going to go kick some balls just to see
See
how
how
hard
far.
it is. Yeah. I can barely make a field goal. I mean,
How
I'm
far?
at extra point.
I mean, I would
20-ish,
I would shank
25-ish.
it. I would shank it incredibly.
be done.
I'm gonna be honest. I think my furthest was probably 49 yards.
Yep.
and that's
I saw
it.
it.
That's
max.
Good.
that's probably max for me.
But that's high school. I mean,
Yeah, that's
you
good.
could get into
Yeah.
D2 school doing that.
probably yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Anything past that, I mean, you have to know your limit. Like Justin Tucker,
Yeah.
he's a great kicker,
He doesn't
but
have
it's,
a limit.
man,
Is he going to be the
he's-
next kicker Hall of Famer? Well,
He-
that's another
he might be.
podcast.
Yeah, he might
That's
be.
another podcast. But I can make an argument for Justin. I mean, we talk about it when he misses.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, and he's always mad when he misses.
unbelievable.
I mean, I can be happy when you miss.
Right.
All right, let's move on to pick'ems. All right.
All right,
So,
let's bring it.
We're not going to do the Patriots Colts game because that is currently going on behind us. but we will start with the 1 o'clock games.
Well, we can still do it. I'm going to take the Colts.
Yeah, me
As
too.
the owner of the house, as a Colts fan,
Yeah, I don't wanna be thrown out.
Yeah, I don't want to be thrown out as well. So
Yeah.
I will say the Colts.
Yeah, what's a
Yes.
colt?
What's
It's a young horse, people.
I think it's a
It's a
horse.
young horse.
Yeah.
Do we have to like start explaining what every team is?
Yeah, I think
now?
we should because Nathan really screwed
That
up
should- that
everybody
should-
last
yeah.
week.
That should be
What
a
is
podcast
brown?
explaining what
By the way,
every team
those
is.
shirts are going to be available when?
But
Oh, this week.
This week.
I will get a design
All right.
done this week. And
What
put
is
it
a
on shirt.
brown?
What is a brown? Comment if you guys want that. If you guys
aren't they
last
a
episode-
dog though?
The dog elf.
Isn't it-
kind of
Well, he
helmet
described
thing.
it as an elf.
Isn't it like the dog
can we-
pound?
So this is what it is. It's a orange. It's the owner or the founder. His last name was Brown. Their stadium is a dog pound. They have an elf in the middle of their field, and their main logo is an orange helmet. That's what it is.
Fair enough.
big dumb?
Yeah,
All right. So
Yikes for the Browns fans.
Ravens.
all 12.
Oh, and these two, Zach and Alan, are going to have to agree on a pick because Micah won last week.
Oh, I did?
Micah won last week.
All right, we're going to have to agree on
and
a
the
pick.
guest
That means we
tied.
have to agree. So don't give us the Viking Saints game.
Whoa. Okay.
Damn.
Rough.
All right.
Rough.
So, Ravens, Browns, Micah or Zach and Alan.
It's got to be Ravens. Ravens have been hot.
Yeah,
I think they're like
feel,
7
I
and
feel
2.
Ravens, but man, that Browns defense looks amazing.
Micah.
I'm going
they're,
Ravens.
They're solid.
I think we're all going Ravens.
I hope.
I am going Ravens.
Yeah.
I hope Gus has a great game. I have him as my flex.
Gus the bus.
They also got this rookie up and coming.
Whoa! I need
No,
Gus.
I
need Gus.
hear you on Gus, but that
Yeah, he's
Is it
been pretty
Kitchen?
electric.
Mitchell?
Yeah,
Mitchell,
yeah,
yeah.
he's been pretty electric.
That guy has been amazing.
Yeah.
Put up what 140 last
Yeah,
week?
like
or-
5 rushing attempts or something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
just in like
Yeah.
dumb time. Dumb time.
That's pretty impressive.
All right. Bengals. No. Wait. Where am I?
Give me all.
Oh, Bengals, Texans.
I'm going Bengals.
I'm also going Bengals.
What about you guys? Gotta think about
I'm gonna. This is one of my upsets. I'm gonna say.
I'm
I
saying
think-
Houston.
I saw mine. I'm
Ooh,
going to say
yes.
Houston.
I'm going Houston, and the reason being is that Stroud character.
That Bengals defense, though, is
But that's-
sneaky good.
Here's the thing: they've gotten better over the last couple weeks. I get that.
As we've seen before, when a team or a player does really good one week, the next week they're horrible.
Yep.
So
Correct.
just
Sure,
So you know.
and watch.
It's-
This is the
To be
I'm
honest.
calling Stroud the next generational great, and he's going to flop.
Well, the other thing is too is
he could
Joe-
also have 470 yards again.
correct, but Joe Burrow's so hit or miss. He really
He-
is.
this year, yes,
He's missing the big-
but they're
he's
getting
been-
hotter. Mixon's getting
I
better.
can tell you when he's hit,
Burrows
when he's
is getting
missed.
better.
Mixon's just the mid running.
Don't
back
forget they
right
got
now.
these receivers. This Chase guy's pretty good, but he's not
No.
playing. Is he
No,
out? Is he
T.
still
Higgins
out?
is out.
T. Higgins is
Higgins
out.
is out.
Okay.
That's
All right. So now we have the Jags and 49ers.
Oh, good lord.
49ers.
Yeah, give me
that's-
San Fran.
They got a pretty good running
And
back.
I believe Chase
I am also
Young is
going
now
49ers.
playing. Chase
Yeah.
Young is, I think, going to start this game
is
as
Debo
well.
back this week?
Debo is
back. Let's go, Debo.
Yeah, go Debo.
You 49ers fans should be very happy.
Vikings, Saints. Micah.
Saints.
Saints.
Everybody's going. All right. I'm going Vikings.
I'm going Vikings.
Whoa.
Whoa, you guys got
Well, you guys gotta
Look,
agree.
These guys, we got to agree.
Rock, paper, scissors for it. Here
All
we
right,
go.
all right. So I'm gonna put that.
I'm going Vikings.
All right, here.
But these two are going to go rock paper scissors.
Allen's Vikings, Zach is Saints.
Shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
Zach won.
Saints.
Saints. Good, because I already
Saints
wrote it down.
is. All right, so
Yeah, you wrote it
look,
down.
Well, because-
Alvin Kamara, if you could put up 400 yards today.
No, it's not. It's not
And,
Thanksgiving. It's not Thanksgiving.
And Chris Olave, please, as well. Or Olive Garden, as we call him.
What? Drew Brees is coming back for this
Oh
game?
my God.
Oh my God, that'd be epic.
If only.
All right.
All right.
Steelers, Packers.
Give me Pittsburgh.
All right. Our guests.
Come on, guests.
Packers. I kind of feel it.
So am I. I'm not
Yeah,
going to lie.
feeling
I'm feeling
Packers.
Packers.
Yeah.
I'm going Steelers.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
They've
Thank
been
you.
awful this year.
I think
I feel bad for
Najee and
Steelers
all.
fans.
Ooh.
Bucks, Titans.
Give me the Bucks.
I'm going to say Titans.
Do we have to agree? Is that
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on. Hey, do
Everything's messed
Titans.
up if you go.
I'm cool with that.
No, rock, paper,
Rock-
scissors.
No, you're
Yes.
I'm kinda
okay.
feeling-
Okay, hold on. As a Saints fan, that's an insult if you go with the Bucks here.
Oh my
That's-
God.
Bro, I kind of like their quarterback.
Did you not see the Tennessee's
Go.
QB and how hot his girlfriend is and
All right.
everything?
I'm gonna win
Like,
this one.
Come on,
You're
now.
going Bucks. You're going Bucks. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh.
So what'd you guys choose?
It is.
The Bucks.
I chose Bucks, so we
Okay,
all have
that,
Bucks.
that
Yeah.
game doesn't matter.
Bro,
Yeah.
but the Tennessee
Tennessee
what?
Titans.
But I hope you lose. You know what?
Watch-
I'll remember
watch the
this.
Titans.
I'll remember this. I hope the Titans beat the crap out of the Bucks.
We're not going to finish this before the 1 o'clock game.
Uh-oh.
Cardinals, Falcons.
Give me the Falcons.
All right, Micah wants Falcons. Micah's just going for
I believe
whoever's
they have
favorite.
Kyle coming back this week.
You are correct. I believe they
I believe
do.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals on this.
And so am I, because
Give us the Cardinals.
I'm going
please.
Falcons.
what's the running back for Atlanta? He has been doing too well.
Yeah.
Well,
Bijan.
they're not playing him.
Well, Bijan's been okay.
They're not playing
Yeah,
him.
but they're not playing him
Yeah.
anymore. He's
They don't tell anybody, but they're not playing him.
No, something happened.
All right, Chargers, Lions.
Give me the Lions.
All right.
I'm gonna say Chargers.
You go with that, Alan?
Yeah, I'm kind of mixed on this.
I'm
I was
going
going to go with
Chargers, too.
Lions.
I'm gonna
but
go with
I could go with
Chargers.
Chargers.
I could go with either one, but I'm gonna go with Chargers.
yeah,
Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah.
I'm going Chargers. Cowboys, Giants.
Cowboys.
Jesus. Not that I want to pick the Cowboys. Sorry, America's team.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, at least you guys get to go home.
What?
So,
Who said America's losers?
Somebody
said that.
Fun
Man, the
fact
studio
about
audience
us.
is
Your wife is going to
rough.
kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The studio
so-
audience is out of control. My God, they're riot.
Our last family member of our family is a big Dallas fan.
They are
So-
father and son. They are father and
Correct.
son.
Father, son here.
Yeah. Tune in and tell us why they're America's team and why they're always America's
Man,
game of
Because
the week.
Pittsburgh didn't want to
Unbelievable.
be.
Yeah, maybe it's just my wife that says that, but
Probably is.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Cowboys.
Yeah, I'll take Cowboys.
Yeah.
All right,
I kind of
I'm,
just threw up in my mouth.
I'm also going Cowboys, not just because they're favored like 17.5 points. But Seahawks, Commanders. I'm going Seahawks.
All right, so the Redskins, who I
Correct. The Redskins. Still an Indian
who are you
head
taking?
logo.
Are you taking?
I don't know, man, because
Gotta agree on this.
the Commanders, the Redskins,
Their defense looks good.
they've been doing all right, but they
Yeah.
did just trade away a few of their
That's where I'm
key
at.
players.
I'm feeling Seahawks.
So
I'm gonna go Hawks.
I'll agree with that.
Sea
Yeah, man.
chickens, please. Give us the sea chickens.
Chickens. All right, Micah.
I would have gotten Redskins, but Montez Sweat and Chase Young are now gone, so I will go with the Sea Chickens.
Well, okay. I don't even know what he just said. Raiders, Jets.
I'm gonna go with the Jets.
Yes,
I-
I'm gonna
I-
go with the
I
Jets.
think-
I think they bounce back this week.
I think we're all
Yeah.
going to go with the Jets.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
I'm going Jets.
What a terrible mess out there in New York. Well, all New York teams are a
It's
mess.
the same thing with the Raiders. I mean, you heard about what's going on with the Raiders.
Same thing
Well,
with
yeah.
that Little League team that plays in the MLB.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. All those little league teams.
Are there any good teams in New York?
All right.
Oh.
Unbelievable. Like Mets and Yankees and all that.
Oh, watch the Mets fans.
Bills, Broncos.
Yankees will get mad. Mets
going
fans,
Bills.
they'll stab you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right, Bills, Broncos.
Phil,
I'm
Bills
gonna say
out.
no.
Bills.
No, hold on.
I'm going Bills.
No,
They're
think
gonna
about
rock
this.
God,
Think about this.
What is going on right now?
Time out.
We need a
My
rock, paper,
God.
scissors, shoot tournament. Like
I think you've been smoking too much of that high
No,
stuff.
no.
Jesus.
I think.
Zach's higher than the Empire State right now.
Yeah.
Look, it is 10:30. I've had a few drinks in me, so
Bills, Broncos, and your thing.
Bro.
Sell me on some
Okay,
Broncos.
hear me out.
All right.
look.
I'm
Josh
listening.
Allen is terrible.
Maybe we just give our guests alcohol
And
before
the,
all
and the
this.
reason why I'm saying that is because
After I just dogged all New
Look,
York fans,
look.
I do love Josh Allen.
we are Josh Allen fans, but he does have some hit or miss games.
He does.
How do you not know that he's not going to throw 5 picks against Denver?
What Josh Allen needs to do is get really pissed before each game.
If you guys
Because
rock
he
paper
plays
scissors,
busy.
he should have to win 2 and you should have to win 1,
All right.
just because of the big upset.
I'm going Bills. You going Broncos? Because we're going to rock, paper, scissors this. Because Jesus criminy.
You know
The
what?
Broncos are gonna end up winning.
I mean-
no, you know what? I'll go with Bills for you to save
Where's
your.
it at? Where is it at? Is it in New York or is it
It's in Denver.
Oh, my God.
But the Bills are favored by 7.
Josh Allen
Okay,
can throw
okay,
about
but look.
10 feet farther in Denver.
Oh, that is
So
true.
can Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson can't throw.
Does Russell
He
Wilson
can.
still play?
Look, I promise you, if you look up
God.
Russell Wilson's stats compared to some other QBs, he looks pretty good.
Because he plays in Denver.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
But
because
that-
he doesn't play on the Seahawks.
But he
where they
also
don't run the ball.
correct. He also has a shit team in Denver.
Watch
okay?
Zach be right on
it's,
this.
It's
though. but I
it's
can't go. What? Give us the difference here. What's the line?
Uh,
Just out of
Bills by
curiosity.
7.
Bills by 7.
all right. Here to make your day, we'll go with the Bills.
all right, yeah,
and
yeah.
then when I'm right,
All right.
you know what?
All right. Next one. If it's controversial, we'll go with your pick.
Bears and Panthers.
Jesus.
That was last week. That was Thursday night.
Terrible
That was a
versus
Thursday
terrible.
night.
Yeah, I believe that was Thursday
Oh,
night,
it's
and I
Thursday's
believe
game.
that was like one of the worst games ever.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say. All right.
A total of 2 people.
I was right though. I
So I'm going to choose Bears for that
didn't realize the game had already happened, and I was right. That was a terrible game.
All right. Yeah, I've seen better.
Is that Monday night? Bills Broncos.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So I have the Ravens, Bengals, 49ers, Vikings, Steelers, Bucks, Falcons, Chargers, Cowboys, Seahawks, Jets, Bills, Zach and Allen have the Ravens, Texans, 49ers, Saints, Packers, Bucks, Cardinals, Chargers, Cowboys, Sea Chickens, Jets, Bills. Micah, you have the Ravens, Bengals, 49ers, Saints, Steelers, Bucks, Falcons, Lions, Cowboys, Seahawks, Jets, Bills. You guys agree with that?
Yep.
You guys good with that? All right. So hopefully you guys can get your first win for the guests category. They are currently...
Do we have to get all those right?
No.
No.
Just
It has to be
whoever
better than
gives
us.
the best record out of...
Because I'm going to Vegas if we get all that right. I mean, I'm just saying.
Our parlay is going to be great.
Jesus, Rhymany.
on the golf cart.
Yeah, do we have a golf cart sponsor? Because
Yeah, we need... If you guys have golf cart and you guys like...
I think I know a guy.
We know a guy.
Yeah,
we know a lot of guys.
we know a lot of guys.
Shady guys.
Yeah.
We prefer golf cart with wheels, though.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on to soccer.
Amen.
These Orlando... I think all four of us
Big
are...
soccer
Four of us are
guys.
Orlando fans.
They got us into Orlando City.
I can't believe it.
It kind of just depends on what you want to talk about.
I'm gonna
We
let
could
Zach,
talk about...
This is Zach's.
We can
area.
talk about the MLS.
I will say we
or
have to
Europe.
kind of hurry up just a little bit. We can only have an hour on Podbean.
All right.
So,
So,
yeah.
all right, so here's-
Orlando
here's-
City. Shoot away, Zach.
All right,
Your
so
thoughts making the
Orlando,
postseason.
I think we are great. I think we had a great year. I think we have a great team, especially for being one of the lowest salary teams, if not the lowest salary team, which I think we are.
We should also state that Orlando is the Florida team that doesn't have Messi on
Correct.
it. I just want to make sure.
We are
America,
the
we're the other Florida
correct.
team that
we are
doesn't
the,
have
we're the
Messi
purple
on
team,
it.
not the
Okay,
pink team.
let's just
Yes.
make
They
that
could never
very
make the
clear.
playoffs without Messi, and they couldn't make the
And I
playoffs
think-
with Messi.
I think we're doing great. I don't like the new system in the playoffs where you got to play best out of 3. I'm not a big fan of that because we won the first game. What if we lost the second and third game? We
But
would have been
we
mad.
didn't.
I get it. It's about ticket sales.
Right.
Figure
I
out
get it.
something.
And
I get
thanks,
it.
Angulo.
And I think the MLS is up and coming. I think Messi moving to the MLS is
Huge.
it is big,
It's big for MLS.
but it's also tough because we have like the salary cap for all the MLS teams, and I know that is kind of stupid, but it's kind of nice at the same time. Like Man City's not winning every year basically for the MLS, but it's also kind of like I wish we had tournaments like we do over in Europe. Like I wish that was a big thing. Like I wish we had the Champions League. I wish we had the Europa League, like the Conference League.
We're building it.
Yeah, I wish
I mean,
we had,
getting a big player like Messi to come to the MLS
and
was
it's
step one.
and that's why people make
Step
fun
one.
of us because
Right.
it's tough because
But let's say this: Orlando is playing for the East. They're playing in semis now for
Correct.
the Eastern
Correct.
Championship. They also have the lowest payroll of any
Correct.
MLS team.
I think they
just
have a great
for
team.
everybody out there that says you got to throw money at players to make the championship.
Tell us
Most of the time that works.
Tell
I
it
get
to,
it,
Tell it to the UPS drivers.
but so it doesn't always work. So
what about the award that Messi just won?
the Ballon d'Or.
the Ballon d'Or. So
Do you think
It's tough. That's another tough one because
that may be another podcast.
All right.
I think it should have gone to Holland.
it's just real quick. I think it's 50-50. If you look at Holland's stats compared to Messi, I think they're both pretty equal. But my downfall is, if you throw me in that room to go vote, I would sit there for at least 10-15 minutes before I decide on who's
Yeah, absolutely.
voting.
Bouncing back and forth.
And it's kind of like this was my deciding factor. If you put Messi on that Man City team instead of Holland and you replace him with, I don't know, anybody else, say you swap him, I think Messi destroys, he kills it in the Prem and Man City.
Keep in mind that that's $1 billion team.
Correct,
I mean, you're
correct.
surrounding it with mega athletes.
Holland is, every player on that Man City team is worth more than Orlando City alone.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like...
That's crazy.
And then Messi playing for PSG in the World Cup. Yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like the World Cup and what happened and all the penalties, but at the end of the day, I do think Messi does deserve that Ballon d'Or, even though people are going to be like, oh, blah, 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 whatever. You have the best team in the world that Holland plays for.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, you expect the treble.
Future podcast question is Messi the greatest soccer player ever? We can argue that next podcast. That's an easy question, easy answer, but yeah.
So Orlando City moves on in the playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm only worried about playing Cincinnati, and then if we beat Cincinnati, I'm only worried about playing LA. If LA makes it all the way to the finals. Other than that, I think we're golden. I think we have a good shot of winning it all. Yeah.
Hopefully.
All right, you guys want to move on to my favorite segment?
Yeah.
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 All right, let's move on to Hall of Fame. Yay or nay? There we go. All right, so for this week's Hall of Fame yay or nay, I believe Micah chose this one.
I did.
Chase Utley.
Yes.
We have Chase Utley.
Solid
here.
player.
Solid player. Played, how many seasons did he play? He started in 03 and ended in 18, so 15 years. 4 Silver Sluggers, 6-time All-Star. He won the World Series in 08. Career WAR of 64.5.
Which is second on the team, by the way. I looked that up.
What do you mean second?
Second on the team behind Mike Schmidt.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So pretty much, okay.
Yeah, he's a great, which I'll bring up here in a minute. But go ahead.
Potentially the most hated players by all Mets fans.
Yep. Probably the most hated by Mets fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thanks to the Dodgers, I think.
Was it Michael Tejada? That was
I think that was the second baseman, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. So Utley played for the
No.
Phillies and then came to the
One
Dodgers.
second. Let me look up who, because that's going to bug
I
me.
believe he spent 1 season in Toronto.
Tejada.
It's weird. Weird. It's
Um,
like one season in between.
If he makes it, he'll definitely go in as a Philly. I feel like that's
I could be
how it
wrong
is.
on the Toronto thing, but
Oh, come on, Zeke. Get a touchdown. I have you in fantasy.
so Hall of Fame, yay or nay?
Ruben Tejidas?
Oh, wait. Tejadas?
To be
Tejidas?
honest,
Was it Tejidas? Tejidas.
Okay, so I know it's Tejadas.
Yeah,
That was
so
what it-
Chase Utley ran over and broke his leg, I think. I want to
Yeah.
say it was in a playoff game.
would you like me
Spikes
to
up.
go first as a non-baseball
Yeah, as a non-baseball
Yes.
fan, we got to hear this.
All right, so
this-
never
what?
heard of this guy. Never
Utley?
seen any
The
highlights.
Silver Fox.
Don't even know anything about this dude. Based off his name, I'll go with the yay. That's a great
Yay,
name.
yay.
Chase
Name
That's-
based
it's-
only.
That's a
Chase-
great name.
Chase Utley.
Silver
Yes.
Fox.
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
So I did a little bit more research into this because I think he's a great player and he's a former Dodger. So automatically I want to put him in the yay or nay, the yay column. But I also did some research and I know he played 14 years. The person that I chose to play second base, who's already in the Hall of Fame, is a player back in the 80s, Ryan Sandberg. Played for the Cubs. He played 16 seasons. So we talked about Silver Sluggers. Chase Utley has 4. Ryan Sandberg had 7.
Double.
So double that. I get that. Now that's respectable. But where I draw the line is the Golden Gloves. And Chase Utley had 0 Golden Gloves.
0 Golden Gloves.
0 Golden Gloves.
That is something to take into
And
account.
as a matter of fact, I looked up the stat. I had to really look it up. He had 8 seasons over 100 games. All right. Of those 8 seasons that he played over 100 games, he had 107 errors. So that's the reason you don't get a Gold Glove. Now, Gold Gloves are voted by managers and coaches, right? So you have to earn them. I mean,
is it that or sports writers?
Maybe the sports writers. Maybe it's the Silver
it is.
Sluggers.
No,
One of those is
no,
coaches
you're right.
and
Players-
yes,
player-
Golden Gloves.
I think it's the
Right.
MLBPA.
So he never got that. So that's averaging 13 errors a year. I get that, and I don't. But we're talking about Hall of Fame, and so Ryan Sandberg had 9 Gold Gloves. Just to give you an idea. In fact, he was automatic at the position. So I'm going to say nay on the Hall of Fame, but I will say yay to Philly's Ring of Honor. I think that he will be there and immortalized.
I'm going to go with yay.
All right.
Just by a tiny bit, yeah. What do you think?
So I was going to say yay until Alan brought up these stats, and now I'm thinking about it. Like, compared to these other Hall of Famers, should he be compared? Should he be in the same class as all these other people? And
You should be in the same class as Scott Rowland.
Also, you
That's
should
kinda
know, I
how I'm
picked
looking at it.
Ryan Sandberg. He's also a top 10 second baseman.
Yeah.
So a lot of people could argue that he's in the top 10. That's kind of not fair.
but
But I'm just
it's the Hall
going.
of Fame, not the Hall of Very Good.
I compare him to
Correct.
Scott Rowland.
Correct.
So
I
think he's been on Scott.
Ryan Sandberg also had 1 MVP.
As a non-baseball guy, again, here we go. 107 errors. I could throw you out there, and you could have less than 107 errors.
my thing is, you get paid to do
Bro, you get paid to go do that, and you're telling me you have 107 errors, and you get paid. Bro,
I
you
never
get-
understood how Chuck Knobloch
Man,
could never throw
you
to
get
first
paid
base.
millions.
I'm just saying.
Bro, you get paid millions to do this,
It's like
and you're
30
telling
feet.
me.
It's cornhole toss.
Correct.
Right? I mean, come on.
Correct.
Who here thinks throwing from second to first is a cornhole toss?
I could do
it's
that.
me. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Come on.
So I'm gonna go with nay, but you know what? That's a tie.
So it's a tie. Okay.
It's a tie.
So it's
what
a
does
tie.
that mean? We'll find out
It's a
next
tie.
year. He's eligible next year, by the way.
He is.
He is eligible next year.
2024.
2024.
I looked it up too. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
So we'll see. All right. So Micah, Hall of Fame or nay, Chase Utley?
Yay.
Zach?
Just based off the name, sure. Yeah,
Yay.
I think that's a yay.
All right, Alan?
I'm going to say he probably will make it, but it's a nay for me.
All right, and it's an A for me. All right, so is that it, guys?
Yep, that's it.
That's
All right,
it.
Thank you guys
Fun times.
Thank you guys for watching the 20th episode of the HatTrick Sports Podcast. Make sure to buy some merch at shop@hattricksports.com. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. You can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts, and see you later.
Ciao.